Namaste and welcome back to my sacred space, Tending Hearts and Nurturing Souls. I, Rajni Ranjan, a mindset and a life coach. My mission is to help each and everyone for making a harmonious relationship for themselves, with everyone around them. आज मैं बात करूँगी what kind of life we are living in. If we see around us, everybody are living life somehow or in some way or the other way. Today, I would like to tell you that we are not living our lives. We are living our belief system. Belief system that gets created from the very small age. Now, if your life is helping you to grow, is going ahead in a direction of growth, well done. If you are stuck somewhere, check on your belief system. बिलीफ सिस्टम से मेरा ये मतलब है, क्या आप लिमिटिंग बिलीफ में जी रहे हो या आप एक अच्छे बिलीफ सिस्टम के साथ जी रहे हो, विच इज़ अ सपोर्टिव बिलीफ सिस्टम. When I talk about a limiting belief system, what I mean by it is, क्या आपका बिलीफ सिस्टम आपको आगे बढ़ने में हेल्प कर रहा है या आप वहीं के वहीं स्टक हो. शेयरिंग अबाउट माई ओन एग्जाम्पल, when I got married, I had a very strong belief system that my husband should be giving the topmost priority to me. I'm sure many of us live with that belief system. Why? Because that's how we see in our family. Like my parents, my father was like in some way with my mother, and whatever we see from our childhood, basically from a very young age until we grow to our adulthood, we keep learning that, and that's what becomes our belief system. So when I got married to a technical person who was more into studies and all, and my expectation from him was exactly what I saw in my dad. Now there was a gap. So I had this limiting belief with me for a quite long time, and then I started to check on myself. I had a strong limiting belief which used to say that my husband should be giving me much more time than anybody else. I know many of us, when we get married with this kind of belief system. I don't say that there is anything bad in having that kind of belief, but we also need to see that what the other person's belief system is. So once we are into a limiting belief, we also get into a trap of CBC. CBC, you must have heard. It's a complete blood count test. Yes, it matters a lot when we go for a test. CBC tells us what kind of infection we are having in our body. So, but I would say here CBC as complain, blame, and criticize. Stay away from these three things. Stay away from this trap of CBC. And why do we get into that trap? Because of these limiting beliefs. जब limiting beliefs हमारे around घूमते हैं और वो limiting belief हमें help नहीं कर रहे होते. So the point here is, जब भी हम ऐसे लिमिटिंग बिलीफ में घुसे होते हैं जिसकी वजह से हम स्टक होते हैं, हम आगे नहीं बढ़ पाते. सो व्हाट वी डू इज़ वी स्टार्ट टू गेट इनटू द ट्रैप ऑफ CBC. जब हम CBC के ट्रैप में होते हैं, क्योंकि हमें ऐसा लगता है कि इसने ये कर दिया, सो वी स्टार्ट टू कंप्लेन अबाउट समवन, वी स्टार्ट टू ब्लेम समवन अबाउट, like we tend to make them responsible for the kind of situation we are going in, and then we start to criticize them that this person is not right for me, this is not good, this person doesn't do well and all. So what happens is, when you are getting into this limiting belief, your ego is extremely high, very high. And I would always say a bad day for ego is a super good day for your soul. When you start to deal with your ego, your soul starts to evolve. आज, the kind of relationship I carry with my own self, with my loved ones around, my husband, my kiddos, my mother, my in-laws, everyone around, along with the community, I'm a totally different person. Why? Because I understood. I also had a limiting belief that, I'll be going through these videos which we people, many of the motivational speakers share. And just by going through those everyday good morning messages or good evening messages and the, quotes with that comes with those good morning and good evening, I just read them, and that will change my mindset, that will change my personality, and I will have a changed life. No, many years I kept going through those good morning good evening messages and so many motivational speakers whom I used to listen to, but instead of listening to all that, nothing was working. So I felt, I understood that the kind of mindset I have, the kind of personality I have, I do not have that kind of mindset in me that can change my life. So I understood and realized that this is the time to take help. And when I realized that, I went ahead with that. And now it was even more tough for me, because now it was a time for this decision making. Decision making, it's a very, very, very important and crucial part of our life. We want many things, we desire for many things, बट डिज़ायर के साथ आता है फियर, फियर के साथ आता है करेज इश्यूज़ के साथ सो मेनी फैक्टर्स अटैच हो जाते हैं. इसके लिए कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है, ये नहीं है, बट आई डोंट हैव द राइट सपोर्ट, आई डोंट हैव द राइट पीपल हु विल सपोर्ट मी, आई डोंट हैव द राइट मनी टू स्पेंड फॉर दैट. It was hard. And today I would like to tell you, take a hard decision in your present to make your future better. Take a hard decision today to make your tomorrow easier. If you are taking easier decisions in your life, in your present, your future is becoming tougher and tougher and tougher. If you choose to take a hard decision, a tough decision in your life today, you are going to make your tomorrow much, much smooth and easier. I don't say that, come and join me. If you feel that I can help you, join me. If you don't feel that I'm the right person for you, go for some other life coach, some other mindset guru. But go for it. Do not be stuck in your life. You have already passed many years thinking, listening, writing, reading many people. But it doesn't work like that. I hope you are getting my message. We tend to have these limiting beliefs with our kids as well, because we have given them birth. They should listen to us. No, it's a limiting belief that only brings suffering. But how to deal with these limiting beliefs? How to, come out of this kind of blockers where we are stuck? If you want to know that, if you want to join me, I have a community running, which I'll be starting a new batch on 3rd of April 2025, which is just few days from now. Drop me a heart or fill the clarity form, which is there in the description of my channel. Reach me on my number. I have given that as well on the description. I would be looking forward to help you, to handhold you, to show you the life which you have always dreamt for. Because my biggest strength is relationship. And I'm sure you can make that relationship as your biggest strength too. Thank you. Love you. Hope it helps.